Hi there, welcome to our fly tying series. Today we're going to tie one of my favourite flies that I take to Christmas Island all the time. So we might just tie the chili pepper, eh? We're going to use a TMC 811S hook. So you hold it with your thumb and your index finger so that you can actually lay it in the jaws of the vise. Nice and parallel to the desk. First thing, jam on some flat wax nylon. In this case, we're using salmon pink, and tie slightly down around the bend. Come back again. Stop in a position where you want to tie the eyes on. I'll just tighten this vise a little bit first. Take your eyes. Here I'm using nickel eyes, 1/8 nickel eyes. So I'm going to X the eyes on and just check where they are. Now I'm going to tie them down with figure of eights, and then I'm going to tighten those figure of eights. Pull it down with figure of eights, tighten them again, and so on until the eyes are nice and tight. Just alternate the figure of eights and the unders and overs. And then to put some extra strain on those threads, just go around under the eyes like that and pull it tight, and that'll pull them nice and tight. And so that's pretty tight. Make sure they're square. Right. This is multicoloured crystal flash. Use multicolour a lot because it seems to blend in with any colour you put it with. I'm going to take 6 strands of it, and I've cut from right up in the top of the hank there, which has given me quite a long strand. So I'm going to double them over, cut them in half, which gives me 12. I'm going to double it around the thread, come across the top of the fly, and then what I'm going to do is go under the eye just to pull it up tight, and then tie it back, the complete tie-in area. Back down around the shank of the hook a little bit. Come back again. Now to get this, say all the flies are tied the same, we want to measure this. So the measurement is to take all of this crystal flash and cut it off just longer than the bend of the hook. And that way you can copy that fly 100 times if you have to. This is light pearl diamond braid, and what we're going to do is go over the top, and this is light pink pearl diamond braid. Tie it back to full length, come forward, come under the eyes to the front of the eye, because that's where we're going to tie this diamond braid off, and simply wrap the diamond braid back. Doesn't have to be neat. The rougher it is, the more facets that will flash light. Now come diagonally across the eye, underneath and diagonally across, just so it covers the threads here. Tie it down, full wraps the thread, cut it off. You see that we've got a nice little body there. Now what we're going to use, this is actually select craft fur. You'll see how long it is. It's quite long, but it's a little bit coarser than polar fibre. Now the thing about this is that you really want the coarse fibres. These fine fibres under here, if you tie them on here, they're going to knot on that barb and give you really something that's not going to allow the hook to go into the mouth of the fish. So when you cut this off the hide, you've got all these long fibres here, all these long fibres, and you've got all this fluff in here. So what we've got to do is remove the fluff, like that. So we've just got all of those thicker fibres. Now what we're going to do is hand stack these, because some are this long, this long and this long. So we'll hand stack it like we do the bucktail. Can you see that?
Yep.
Yeah. Right, now we've got a much neater piece of craft fur, and you can see it's quite coarse, so you're going to lay it down in your vice hand to get your measurement, in your bobbin hand, sorry, to get your measurement. Come in with your vice hand, grip it over the eyes, cut it just that far in front of your fingers like that, lay it down into the corner and just tie it down, basically, nice and neat. Now what we're going to take is a couple of strands of root beer crystal flash, just 2 strands, don't want a lot of flash. Double it over, cut it, so now I've got 4 strands, double it around the thread so it can't be pulled out. Keep the flash on your side, take the bobbin across and it just ties directly down onto the centre of the hook. Tie back, forward, taper the head, and just stagger that. And tie it off. Yeah, so there you have our version of the chili pepper, and on the desk in front is a few other versions of the chili pepper. Really good fly, needs to be in your box whether you're brim fishing or bone fishing. So go out there and make some, eh? If you want to make one for a harder fighting fish or a fish with a beak like a triggerfish, use an 800S hook as opposed to the 811S hook. Yeah, so go and tie yourself a few, get out fishing.